Hello there, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Today we're going to be playing another cheap game for $1 or less. So, let's get into it. Steam Space Exploration Fest. I feel like we got to find something that's, I don't know. Well, right there. Long Journey Home, 99 cents. Is this something we want to play, though? Like, it does have mixed reviews. I don't know. I feel like I tend to play uh, bad games, I guess. This just doesn't. I'm not feeling this. I'll be honest with you. Nah. Nah. It just. I'd rather have something that's a little bit more charming than that, you know? Here's another one. Space Empires 1. Oh my god. 1995? What is this? Oh my god, what is this? You know, I'm not seeing much here that's super cheap, unfortunately. I was hoping. Whoa. Survivors of the Dawn. Sorry, the thumbnail on this caught my eye. It's not $1, it's $3.99. Is this like a vampire survivor-esque game? How is this even space? Is it like you're fighting aliens? Well, look at this. This is a mess. We're going back to the cheap stuff, like Bird, where you play as a bird, presumably. Or Dollar, where the game isn't $1. Try your chance at the silver and golden dollar. It's probably like a clicker. I'm good. Oh, is this one of those, like the banana game? I think it is. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is one of those games where it just drops stuff and people buy it, trade it on the marketplace. I think that's what this game is. Don't quote me on that, of course. What in the world is this? Tomato Jones. You're a tomato, Indiana Jones? What? Consummate missing world. Consummate missing world. Oh god. No, thank you. No way! Tomato Jones 2? It looks exactly the same. Space Wars. CPU Invaders. My Furry Dictator. Oh my god. Congratulations, you have arrived in the best country in the world, comrade! My Furry Dictator? One item has been excluded on your preferences. Content for this game. Oh god. I think the only thing I've excluded is pornography. HD, fully original artworks, 2 hours of content, relaxing atmosphere, hot dictator. No! No! What is this? My Furry Stepmom? My Furry Protogen 2? Oh god. My Furry Teacher? Alright, we're playing the furry game. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be playing My Furry Dictator. I could be playing My Little Pony. Why do I have this game? Listen, I don't know. My Hero Ultra. I didn't know how My Hero Academia had a game. I didn't know My Hero Academia had a game, and I have their game. Could someone explain that to me? My Hero Academia? I mean, it makes sense. Is this just like an arena battler? Yeah, it looks like it's just like a typical 24 player battle royale. Oh, it's a free to play game. Weird. Okay. Listen, we're playing My Furry Dictator instead of My Friend Patrio or My Friendly Neighborhood. We're playing My Furry Dictator. Yay. This is like the most boring start screen I've ever seen. It's the most boring start screen since freaking. I was gonna say Starbound, but I don't even think that's it. Starfield. Bethesda Starfield had a super boring start screen as well. I. I'm comparing My Furry Dictator to freaking Starfield. Okay, we need to play this game. Come on, get into it, baby. Honey, can you pick up the kids after school today? I want to stop by the store after work and get some ingredients for dinner. Sure, but first you should tell me what you plan to cook for dinner. You don't need to know everything. Something should be a surprise. I hope the surprise rhymes with bazangna? Is he trying to say lasagna? I don't know. Also, there's like no audio. Is that weird? She sighed with a sweet smile and answered me, and why is that you're only excited when it comes to food? Because the way to a man's heart is through. Yes, yes, yes. Finish your breakfast. Also, don't forget to take your lunch from the fridge. After this, she leaned over to kiss me. Our lips almost touched, and then, ahem, a stewardess. I suddenly opened my eyes and saw the stewardess. Oh, God. Music jump scare. Holy. She stood in front of me and smiled sweetly, holding a tray with my breakfast. I beg your pardon, you asked to wake you up 2 hours before the arrival. Yes, thank you. The stewardess smiled sweetly, put the tray on the table, and headed for the cockpit. Damn, I shouldn't have asked for this. I wish I could continue sleeping. I began to see these dreams more often recently, in my subconscious, trying to give me a hint. Or maybe I just worked too hard. Yeah, most likely. But for some reason, I feel really good about such dreams. I stretched, yawned wildly, and watched the stewardess. I'll probably need to take a vacation and fly somewhere soon. I hope this helps me. But where? I've already been to Paris, Tokyo, Dubai, Moscow. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a high roller up in this biz. I'm tired of vacationing at beach resorts. I'm already sick of the sun and the sea. Ha ha ha. Look at me with all my wealth and money. Even though I became one of the richest people on earth, it still doesn't bring me happiness. Oh my God. Oh, this is propaganda for communism, isn't it? Furry communism. Gross. Everything seems to be too gray, too boring lately. Even an expensive psychologist could not help me with this. Sigh. Okay, let's forget that oh no, I messed up. I clicked. Alright, I took my laptop out of the bag, opening all the plans and reports for the company, sums, columns, numbers. I began to read the text, then brought a mug of coffee to my lips without looking away. But as soon as I wanted to take a sip from it, the plane began shaking abruptly. I jumped out of the seat, hitting my head on the ceiling, spilling the burning coffee on myself. What the? I grabbed the top of my head, throbbing from the impact. That's going to be painful for a while. The stewardess ran to me a couple of seconds later and asked, "Are you all right, sir?" "No, I'm not all right. My head hurts and my crotch is on fire." Oh, dear God. This better not lead to where I think it's going to lead to. What's happening? What's going on here? The intercom system flipped on, taking my attention away from the stewardess. "Sir, this is the flight captain speaking. We've lost power to our red engine, possibly exploded." Son of a, do you have any control at all? I think I could. Oh, his voice was interrupted. Another explosion. I believe that fire theory is correct. The stewardess lost their footing, colliding into me. She mumbled some surprised apology, shaking her from both surprise and fear. "Sir, we've now lost power to both engines. I still have control, but we're not getting far. We may have to make an emergency landing, possibly into the water. Fortunately, judging by radars, there is some kind of small island nearby, so we may have a chance to be safe." What is the name of this island? Not a priority, sir. What's important is getting us down safely. The stewardess got up quickly, trying to steady herself on the chair. I sighed heavily. I need to not panic. Keep a level head. Oh, who am I kidding? No matter how you look at it, it's too difficult to stay calm in this situation. The intercom crackled. The pilot again. We're over that island. Grab your parachutes and jump out. Oh my god. And what about you? We will jump right after you. Don't worry. Okay. Counting on you. I got up and walked to the door of the plane. The stewardess soon came with 2 parachutes. Sir, do you know how to use it? Yes, and what about you? She nodded and replied, I'll jump right after you. I strapped on the parachute, tightening it against me. The stewardess put theirs on, looking nervous while doing so. I rotated the emergency latch, feeling the weight of the wind and pressure pressing hard against my hands. Just as the latch moved, the hatch opened abruptly, and I'm sucked to the outside. My body makes contact with the plane's body. The last thing I saw was the shocked face of the stewardess, and then the plane caught fire, splitting apart in midair. I couldn't see anyone with me, the explosion blinding my vision. Damn, damn, damn. They're all dead. I'm the only one who got out in time, and it happened by such an absurd accident. Oh God, why did it turn out this way? I always ask the company for the best planes. I had to regain my composure and turn myself around, but of course there was a problem. The wind. I couldn't keep my eyes open because the air rushed by me. Damn, I should have taken something to cover my eyes. Although, if I had lingered there, even for a second more, focus on what's happening now and right now, I needed to see through this stream of wind and get the parachute opened at the right time. I flew hundreds of meters, barely keeping my eyes open. I could make out the shapes of the island landing zone below me. It was clearly inhabited. I would make out fields, roads, networks, even buildings, but there was nothing as grand as a cityscape. Huh? At least there is some form of civilization here. I had to remain calm. There was help down there. I tried to move myself so I could land on the sandy beach below. Then, when a second, much more urgent problem appeared, I yanked the ripcord, and the giant sheet of fabric that meant my survival shot out of my parachute. The cords that were meant to be attached to me flew uselessly up, attached to nothing. Someone cut the cords. What the? You gotta be shitting me. I tried to open the reserve parachute. It flew out but didn't want to open. Not you too. I reached up, grabbing the cords that my life now depended on. With a violent, desperate jolt, I shook the reserve chute. Success. The chute rips itself open in a loud whomp. My straps jerk tightly against my body as the sudden change of velocity gets absorbed into me. The pain of my earlier head bump is now overshadowed with the bruises I will have soon. I breathe out a sigh of relief despite all odds. I'm going to be alive. Until I flew right into the bunch of palm trees. And this was the final problem. I hadn't slowed down enough in my fall. The last thing I remember was hitting my head on the palm trees. Just because fate was cruel, I hit right where I bumped my head earlier. This is so stupid. Oh my god, with a generic punch sound as well. Darkness enveloped me. With all that just occurred, the silence was welcomed. Oh. Oh my. Are we going to get to the furry dictator yet? Oh god, how do I even pronounce this? Prasipaisia Davai? I felt someone grab my shoulder, shaking me. Slowly, I opened my eyes. There was a single light above me. Above me, gray walls surrounded me, and a woman in front of me. Oh my god, this is literally the first thing we see. Everything up until this point has just been a blurred image and text. This is the first thing we've seen in the game, guys. Somehow, I was on a bed, and she was standing right next to me. What in the world? I felt a throbbing pain from my multiple head injuries. Reflexively, I reached up to my forehead. To my surprise, I had bandages wrapped around me. The girl looked at me, a quizzical surprise in her eyes. She spoke. So, you speak English? There was a subtle accent in her voice. Yes, why? Is that such a strange thing? Considering that you are a foreigner, not really. Fortunately for you, I am the one who will interrogate you now. Interrogating, why are you... were you involved with that plane crash? And then I remember the plane, the explosion. Oh no, I clicked past it, dang it. Exactly, airplane. Have you already sent search teams to find the rest of the crew? She shook her head and answered, we only found wreckage. Most likely, they are already dead. Heavy sigh. Guys, heavy sigh with the asterisks. As I thought. What exactly do you want to know from me? What's your name? Where are you from? What kind of plane was that? My name is... Oh my god, do I have to... Oh my god, gameplay! My name is Reldrick. Enter? I'm Reldrick. Do all British men what? British? I take offense to that. Do all British men have such strange names? I'm from America! Woo! Then why do you speak English? Her question made me dumbstruck, and I didn't know what to answer. Noticing my reaction, she laughed and replied with a smile. Just kidding. My name is Maria. Maria. But you will be more accustomed to calling me Mary. What? Maria's fine. Was this a joke or something? Okay, never mind. Regarding the plane, it was my private jet. Besides me, there were 2 pilots and 1 stewardess on it. What? Private jet? Are you some kind of politician? No, I just have enough money to afford it. Right after that, her face frowned. What did I press? I right-clicked. I guess we save. Okay. My my hand just like right-clicked out of like, I don't know, boredom. And it brought that up. Enough money? Where did you get so much money, huh? What does that have to do with you? She frowned even more and spoke with displeasure in her voice. So you are a Burgess? I don't know what that means. Burgess? When was the last time I heard that word? In history class at school? Is this island, where am I? She smiled slyly and then, heh, you are in the best country in the world, comrade. Oh, God. It's furry communism. Country of the democratic socialism, joy of something. No, I gotta see that. No. I gotta see what it said. I gotta see what it said. Where am I? You're in the best country in the world, comrade. Country of the democratic socialism, joy and happiness. Yeah, communism. A country where man is not exploited by man, where every worker receives a fair reward for his labor. Oh God, it's furry communism propaganda. A country where everyone is free from prejudice, where everyone is valued. You are in the Social Democratic Republic of Corsia. So I got here. The last thing I heard about this country is that it's some godforsaken island on which a socialist system was established many years ago, and since then it became hard to live here. Hunger, poverty, dictatorship, obviously not the best place. Could it be that her crash was caused by them? It's pretty likely, but for now, I should put my suspicions aside and try to get out of here. So where do you get the money? Earned it by exploiting the working class, right? Oh my God. It's pure propaganda. I must somehow lie about what I am doing. Otherwise, I couldn't think of a good excuse and just gave up. Better to be honest. I am the owner of the largest network of real estate agencies in the United States. We buy houses, build houses, sell houses. She raised her eyebrows at my words. Real estate? Real estate in the hands of the capitalist is Real estate in the hands of the capitalists is a way to exploit people's basic needs. All people should be by default have a roof over their heads, and the Burgess use the system to enrich themselves. So you openly admit it. You're either a daredevil or the or the collision with the palm tree was too hard. After these words, she was silent for a while and thought about something, but then she asked, "And what were you going to do now?" I looked at the floor, thought for a while, and answered, "I flew to a business meeting, but now after the crash, I'm definitely late." Oh my God. If you will allow me, I would like to ask you for a plane to Singapore. I have no money now, but I'll pay for it Mary frowned even more and interrupted me. Pay with dirt money you got from exploitation of proletariat. No thanks. Regarding the plane and your departure, I cannot make such decisions, and I'll ask our great leader. Great leader? The anger from her face instantly disappeared. Yes, our wonderful leader, the person who leads our country to a bright future. Oh yes, the dictator that I heard from the media. From what I've heard, this man is extremely cruel, and authoritarian. I wonder how true this assumption is. Okay, so it's pure propaganda. It's making it out like, oh, the capitalist people are lied to about how great or how evil the communism people are. But in reality, the communism people are way better than these capitalist demons and devils. It's legit just pure propaganda. Can you take me to your leader? Mary was surprised at my question. Why would you meet our great leader? For the plane? I just nodded. I don't think our great leader should be disturbed by... She did not finish her sentence when the phone suddenly rang. She took it out of her pocket and then walked away from the cell and started talking to someone in a language unfamiliar to me. To my regret, I did not understand what she was talking about, so I just waited patiently. After a couple minutes, she came back to me with a smile on her face. What was I talking about there? Oh yes, about our leader. I just spoke to her and she wants to meet you herself. You were lucky that our great leader paid attention to you. Wait, her? So the dictator of this country is a woman, and the news didn't say anything about it. Although in fact, I have heard very little about this country, only rumors. I smiled and replied, excellent, thank you. Mary was embarrassed, blushed, and looked away, after which she answered in a timid voice, You're welcome, Burgess. What the? She turned away and quickly went somewhere. After a couple minutes, she came back with a bunch of keys. Then she opened my camera and said, Don't even think of doing anything against me or Her Excellency. I studied at... Did that say camera? Did I misread? I don't know. I studied at the main military academy of our country, and I can easily break all your limbs in a couple of movements. Okay, but I didn't mean to anyway. That's great. She took me out of the prison building and led me somewhere through the streets of the city. And I clearly did not expect to see an absolutely normal and beautiful city. Guys, did you know communism? It's normal, it's beautiful, people are happy, everyone's doing amazing under communism, guys. And all the women are sexy furries, guys. Did you know that? And I clearly did not expect to see an absolutely normal and beautiful city. The news constantly said that everything is bad here since they established the socialist regime. Guys, the mainstream media, it's lying to you. It's demonizing, it's vilifying communism. Just become a comrade and be happy, everyone. It was completely different. The city was absolutely normal. Moreover, the city looked lively and beautiful. The people around looked happy. They all smiled. Oh my God. Maybe I was really jumping to conclusions, or is it set to trick me? Mary noticed my reaction and asked with surprise, is something wrong? Well, I just didn't expect everything to be so nice and lovely. My words surprised her even more. What did you expect? Well, they rarely talk about your country on the news, and they always put it in a bad light as if the country is in ruin and in poverty. Well, I couldn't expect that. We have been living in the isolation for the rest of the world for many years, so no wonder. But Why is your country isolated? It's because of the sanctions and the image in the media. Oh my God. And the image in the media that Western countries are imposing on us. We did not ban anyone to enter the island. Moreover, we're happy to see migrants. Oh my God. Oh my God. I expected to hear anger in her voice in response to my words, but she actually looked sad because of my words. I probably shouldn't bring up external political questions in the future here anymore. But we still try for our own sake, for each other's sake, and for the sake of our descendants. These are just difficulties that we will overcome. Now her voice was full of hope and joy. She seems to be extremely uncertain in her emotions. Since I know so little about your country, tell me more. Oh my God, we're gonna hear a spiel. She smiled even more at the words and replied, "The great leader just wanted to talk to you about this, so just wait to meet her. To talk to me about this, what exactly does she mean? And what is she like, your great leader?" Hearing my question, her eyes sparkled. She began to answer with pride. "Her Excellency is a very smart and wise person. She is proficient in everything, always firm and fair in her decision, but also incredibly kind. She is also very friendly, polite, generous. So far, it sounds like a description of any socialist leader. And although she has some unusual sides, she is very beautiful and charming." Unusual sides? "I'm sure you will immediately be convinced in my assumption as you meet her." I didn't understand all what she meant when she was embarrassed, but I now was curious to meet the great leader. Okay, Jesus. After a couple minutes, we reached a tall building that stood out from the rest by its appearance. All the architecture in the city was modest and in some constructivist style, but this building was gigantic. Looking at it, it immediately became clear that this is the most important building in the city. Mary noticed my reaction and asked, "Oh my God. Incredible building, right? Look at the power of communism, comrade. I've seen many beautiful, large, and incredible buildings in my life. This building looks pretty good compared to most government buildings that I've seen." This is the government building that was built according to the blueprints of our past great leader. That's why it's so incredible. There was a sheer admiration in her voice when she spoke of this building. I agree that it's good, but isn't she overly excited about it? Okay, this is probably just a feature of the socialist countries. Okay. The interior was also good, and surprisingly, even the portraits of great leaders were not hung anywhere. But I tried not to focus on anything and just followed Mary. I don't want to waste even more time on meaningless chatter. I need to get out of here as soon as possible. We enter the main... Can we just see the furry dictator? That's all I want to see. Just show me the furry dictator and I'm done with the game. Come on. We entered the main elevator in the center of the hall. Mary pressed the topmost button on the panel, and we soon found ourselves in front of a door with something written in their language. I suppose it said something like Cabinet of the Great Leader. Mary told me to wait a couple seconds and then went into the office herself. In less than a minute, she came out and said with a smile, "Come in, Her Excellency is waiting for you." Well, now we will know what kind of person this great leader is. I slowly walked into the office after Mary. A tall woman of incredible beauty stood right in front of us. Her figure was adorable. Even I, being a person familiar with all the famous models of fashion magazines, was, oh my God. What is this weird furry pandering? Yeah, so the communist leader of the Social Democratic Republic of Corsia, she's a furry fox girl, and she's got big boobs, and she's a girl boss, and she's tall, and she's more beautiful than all the other famous models in the world. Okay. That was a little, yeah. However, I did not begin to stare at her because it could end tragically. Hello, my name is Valentina, but you can call me Valentine. I am the ruler of this country. Are you the survivor of the crash? Good afternoon. Yes, you are right. As you may have been informed, my plane exploded and I'm apparently the only survivor. Plane malfunctioning, or did someone knock you down? Yes, most likely knocked out by you. I'm not sure of the reason, but the plane was working. There have never been such incidents at the company where I rent those planes. Did someone plant a bomb on your ship? Okay. I doubt that either. Airplanes are constantly inspected by airport personnel before departure. Well, let's postpone this question for now. Have you already decided what to do next? I sighed heavily and answered her, yes, I wanted to ask you for a plane to fly to Singapore. Okay, no problem. What, seriously, just like that? But, oh, just as a thought, not that easy. The plane has not been used for a long time, and we need a couple of days to inspect it and make sure everything is in order. Unless, of course, you want to explode in the air again. Damn, is she hinting that they blew it up, or is this some bad joke? What a crazy island. Ha ha ha, you're right, there's no point in rushing. Thank you so much for that. Wait a minute, I'm not done speaking. I am ready to provide you with a plane, because I understand your situation, but nothing is done for free. You're communist. What do you mean? What do you mean? If you want to have a roof over your head and food these days, you will have to work like everyone else does. Oh, okay, I see. Work the field. I know that they wouldn't let me go just like that. You can work in a farm, a factory, in a canteen, any place of your choice. No thanks. Oops. Yeah, sure, why not? Or you can be my personal assistant. Assistant? Question mark? Oh, look, she's blushing, guys. Mary's face immediately turned red and she looked away. And what's this oh my god, it's a sex slave. And what's the responsibility of an assistant? You will come with me and Mary to visit workplace and sightseeing. And also to satisfy my special guys. Assistant? You get... communism's so cool, you get to bang the leader. What does she mean? Should I massage her, carry her books, or... No, she definitely didn't mean that. I may be attractive, but with such a high position, I doubt it's difficult for her to find guys that are many times prettier than me. Or is it because I'm a foreigner? I didn't mind spending time with her anyway, given her attractiveness. Actually, there's no official assistant position, but I'd like to take you on a tour and get to know you better. Know you better? What do you mean? She obviously talking about her curiosity about you as an entrepreneur from a capitalist country. Yes, also including this. So you have two options, work like everyone else or accompany me, yada, yada, yada. To be honest, I didn't want to work, but the option with the assistant sounds suspicious. Nevertheless, she did not make any... God. All right, I'm done. How do we skip? Unseen text, after choices. How do we skip? Is there a way to just like skip everything? How do you skip? How do you skip? Just give me something else, because I'm done. I'm done with the game. She's talking about, I saw like saying she was 18. Just give me done with the game. I'm done. How do I skip? Oh my god. Oh my god. We're in a room. 20 minutes drinking. We're back at the government building. We're in like a swimming pool. Oh, okay. Oh my god. We're in we were in a swimming pool and now we're not in a swimming pool. We're back at the government building. She's cute. I saw that. Smiled. Red star. I guess Bleenie, Valentine, waitress. We're in a restaurant apparently. Coffee, reaction, syrup, swallowed. Although we're strangers, it feels like I spent a lot of time with them and got to know them well. I haven't felt such a pleasant feeling for a very long time. Okay, yada, yada, yada. What is this? We're back in the room again. Uh, and how is that one of the richest people in the world cannot afford a good sleep? Work keeps me up at night. Why are they naked in the room with me? Okay. All right. Yup. We're just gonna keep on going. We're in a blank void, guys. We're in a blank void. I Oh my god. This is incredible. This is amazing. Something about idle, dying, visit, love so much, marry, relationship, both, question, child, family, relationship, considering a stranger, island, romantic, charm, private, romantic, warning me, independent, the screen shaking. This is the whole game, guys. It's furry propaganda, communist furry. It's furry communist propaganda. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. And there's like no way to skip it. Maybe if I like hold. This is so boring. How do we just skip? Auto forward time, text speed. How do we skip? I don't want to see this anymore. Just give me to something saucy so I can cover it up on the screen and be like, oh my god, ha 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 ha! How could a furry sex game be so saucy? Farmers. There's a farmer talking. They don't bother to show the farmer. It's literally just these two PNGs with sometimes naked. My worried thoughts were interrupted by a call. Looking around, I realized that it was Mary's cell phone. She opened her eyes, got up, and walked over to the chair with our clothes. Oh, after a little digging in the pile of clothes, she took out her phone and answered the call. Da? Then there was a series of sentences that I didn't understand. Oh my god. He's sleeping with the two furry communist guys. He's sleeping with the two furry communists. Can you believe it? This is weird. This is really, really weird. I'm guessing that the content that was blocked for like additional downloadable content was like the nudity files for the game. I'm done. We're done with this. All right. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done. Oh god, trading cards. Oh my god. Wait, are all the trading cards the same? They're literally all the same. They couldn't even have made different trading cards. I mean, it's just different facial expressions. This is so bad. All right, let's look at the DLC. I might have to block it out, but I just want to see if if I was correct in thinking new additional scenes as part of the culmination of romanceable character storylines. Oh, okay. Yup. That is yup. That is the this is okay. So yeah, the 18 plus adult only patch was the downloadable content, guys. So we uh oh god. Here's the discussion thread. How to install 18 plus patch. Guys. Oh my god. French language. When do we have a part 2? I liked the story a lot, and it was actually well written, but it left off on a cliffhanger. I think we all deserve to know what happens next. Did we read the same thing? kind of split on the recommendation rating. Okay, while the character design of Valentine and Mary was good, I'm kind of disappointed in the lack of character development of said characters, along with only 3 sex scenes. The fact that MC's crash wasn't an accident and Valentine's government regime was misleading was despotic at all. Wasn't despotic at all. However, I was wondering at a certain point about when Mary would use an opportunity to get the MC alone to give him a warning not to break Valentine's heart or interrogate him to see if he was a spy. I'm also taking a wild guess that the story of this being left open ended due to wanting to make either a sequel or a second part to show the main character in this new minister's position and husband of Valentine as they make the country better or worse, or from the perspective of their son or daughter's POV when 18, of course. That is disgusting. Why? What? With Mary or someone else as their personal aide providing counsel and advice. In the end, the key points that leave me split: character development, more info, yada yada. Character artwork was great, but also needed more intimate CG scenes. Side characters artwork, yada yada yada. I just came here to masturbate to the art, bro. Didn't even know there was a storyline. Okay. Socialism, eh? When it finally became a thing, you people are gonna regret it, not me. I'll be in a mass grave somewhere, finally free from this nightmare hellscape. I hope you have fun in the afterlife then. Socialism is a disease, and no, I'm not here for the furry porn. I can sense socialism sometimes. It's not a disease, it's a cure. It makes all men pee-pee strong and big. Someone gifted this to me, so I guess socialism works. Question mark. Shout out to my boy Lukashenko for gifting me this game. Is it like a meme to gift this game? Images not found. So after the end, it implies a continuation. Translate 9 out of 10. Let's read some reviews. Let's go and read some reviews. Kill me, please. Let's read reviews all time. This is 100% socialist propaganda. This happened to my buddy Eric. There is no sex. I need a therapist. One day you will have answer for your actions, and God may not be so merciful. No tits in the first 30 seconds of the game. Bad game. You can dictate me any day. I'm not a furry, I swear. Socialism, if it worked with furry porn. No sex. This is one of the games ever. I have been informed that if the positive review games, similar content will show up on my friend's featured page. I really like the spacebar skip events. I was pressing spacebar, nothing skipped. Big titty furry female version of Stalin, but without the mass genocide. Good Bliney, glory to leader Valentine. Simple short story, good for furry lover. A visual guide to socialism. This game is great, can't wait for part 2. Degeneracy. No furry sex, what the hell? Socialist propaganda disguised as a furry porn game. Alright, I'm done. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, goodbye.